If you're a man over 60 and you've quietly noticed that your desire for sex just isn't what it used to be, I need you to stop what you're doing and watch this entire video. Because what most doctors won't tell you, and what most men are too embarrassed to even Google, is that this isn't just getting old. There are 7 specific medical reasons this is happening to your body right now, and every single one of them can be addressed. Stay with me if you care about your health after 60. Hit that subscribe button right now, and give this video a thumbs up so more men can find this information. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you noticed a change in your energy or desire in the last few years? Just type yes or no. I read every single comment, and your answer helps me make better content for you. Let's get one thing straight right from the beginning. Losing interest in sex after 60 is not something you just have to accept. It is not simply a part of aging, and it is absolutely not something to be ashamed of. In fact, studies from the New England Journal of Medicine show that more than 70% of men between the ages of 57 and 75 report some form of decline in sexual interest or function. 70%. That's most men. And yet, almost none of them talk about it. Almost none of them bring it up with their doctor. And almost none of them know that real, proven solutions exist for each and every one of the causes. Today, we're going to walk through all 7, one by one, with clarity, with science, and with real steps you can take starting this week. Let's begin. Red circle reason number 2. Medications killing your drive. Reason number 2. Your medications may be quietly destroying your sex drive. This is the one that shocks most men and the one most doctors forget to mention. Over 60% of men over the age of 60 take at least one prescription medication daily, and a surprisingly large number of those medications list reduced libido as a known side effect. Here are the biggest offenders. Antidepressants, particularly SSRIs like sertraline and fluoxetine, are well-documented libido killers. Beta blockers used for blood pressure, such as metoprolol, can reduce sexual desire significantly. Statins, commonly prescribed for cholesterol, have been linked to lower testosterone and decreased sexual interest. Opioid pain medications suppress the body's natural hormone production over time. And even common antihistamines and acid reducers like famotidine have been associated with sexual side effects in some men. Here's what you can do. Pull out your medication list. Look it up. Then, and this is important, do not stop any medication without talking to your doctor first. But absolutely have the conversation. There are almost always alternative medications with fewer sexual side effects. Red circle reason number 2. Medications killing your drive. Reason number 2. Your medications may be quietly destroying your sex drive. This is the one that shocks most men and the one most doctors forget to mention. Over 60% of men over the age of 60 take at least one prescription medication daily, and a surprisingly large number of those medications list reduced libido as a known side effect. Here are the biggest offenders. Antidepressants, particularly SSRIs like sertraline and fluoxetine, are well-documented libido killers. Beta blockers used for blood pressure, such as metoprolol, can reduce sexual desire significantly. Statins, commonly prescribed for cholesterol, have been linked to lower testosterone and decreased sexual interest. Opioid pain medications suppress the body's natural hormone production over time. And even common antihistamines and acid reducers like famotidine have been associated with sexual side effects in some men. Here's what you can do. Pull out your medication list. Look it up. Then, and this is important, do not stop any medication without talking to your doctor first. But absolutely have the conversation. There are almost always alternative medications with fewer sexual side effects. Red circle reason number 3. Poor cardiovascular health. Reason number 3. Your heart health and your sexual health are directly connected. Here is something that most men over 60 have never been told. Sexual desire and sexual function run on blood flow. And blood flow depends on cardiovascular health. When your arteries are stiff, your blood pressure is elevated, or your circulation is compromised, your body naturally reduces blood flow to everything that isn't essential to survival. And your reproductive system is the first to take the hit. In fact, many cardiologists now call erectile problems and low libido in men an early warning sign of cardiovascular disease, sometimes appearing years before a heart attack or stroke. Here's what you can do. Start with walking. Just 30 minutes a day of brisk walking has been shown to improve cardiovascular health, increase nitric oxide production, which improves blood vessel function, and directly supports sexual health in men over 60. Additionally, reducing processed foods and sodium, managing blood pressure, and staying well hydrated all support the vascular health that directly feeds your desire. Red circle reason number 4, sleep deprivation and hormonal disruption. Reason number 4, you are probably not sleeping enough, and it's destroying your hormones. Here is a fact that most people find hard to believe. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone during deep sleep, specifically during the REM and slow-wave sleep cycles that happen in the early morning hours. When you don't get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, which is extremely common in men over 60, your testosterone production drops. Your cortisol, the stress hormone, rises. And together, that combination crushes your libido. One study from the University of Chicago found that men who slept only 5 hours per night for 1 week had testosterone levels 10 to 15% lower than when they were well-rested. That's just 1 week of poor sleep. Here's what you can do. Create a consistent sleep schedule. Avoid screens for 1 hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. And if you snore heavily, get evaluated for sleep apnea, an extremely common and underdiagnosed condition in men over 60 that severely disrupts hormone production. Reason number 5, psychological and emotional factors. Reason number 5, the problem may not be physical at all. It may be in your mind. And that's just as real. Depression, anxiety, chronic stress, relationship dissatisfaction, grief, loneliness. All of these are powerful suppressors of sexual desire. And all of them become significantly more common after 60. Men in this age group face real emotional challenges, retirement identity shifts, loss of peers, changes in physical ability, fear of performance, and sometimes unprocessed grief from years of life lived. The brain is the most powerful sexual organ in the human body. And when it is overwhelmed by emotional weight, desire disappears. Here's what you can do. First, acknowledge it. Don't dismiss emotional health as something less serious than physical health. Speak with a therapist who specializes in men's health or aging. Consider couples counseling if relationship disconnection is a factor, and recognize this truth. Addressing emotional health is one of the fastest and most powerful ways to reignite sexual interest, often more effective than any supplement or medication. Reason number 6, obesity, metabolic issues, and diet. Reason number 6, your body weight and what you eat is directly suppressing your testosterone. Body fat, particularly belly fat, does something most men don't realize. It converts testosterone into estrogen. The more excess body fat you carry, especially around the midsection, the more your body shifts its hormone balance in the wrong direction for male sexual health. Men with a waist circumference above 40 inches have significantly higher rates of low testosterone and reduced libido compared to men with healthy body weight. Additionally, diets high in processed sugar, refined carbohydrates, and trans fats promote chronic inflammation, which suppresses hormone production across the board. Here's what you can do. You don't need a dramatic transformation. Even a 5 to 10% reduction in body weight has been shown to measurably increase testosterone levels. Focus on zinc-rich foods like oysters, pumpkin seeds, and lean beef. Zinc is one of the most critical minerals for testosterone production. Add healthy fats from avocados, olive oil, and fatty fish. And reduce sugar. Not eliminate it completely, just reduce it, starting today. Small changes. Real results. Red circle reason number 7. Lack of intimacy and relationship disconnection. Reason number 7. This one surprises people, but it may be the most important one of all. Sexual desire does not exist in isolation. It lives inside a relationship, inside a dynamic of connection, communication, and intimacy. And for many men over 60, that connection has quietly eroded over decades of busy life. When emotional intimacy fades, when couples stop touching, stop communicating, stop prioritizing each other, sexual desire follows. This is not weakness. This is human biology. Research shows that physical touch, even non-sexual touch, holding hands, hugging, sitting close, triggers oxytocin release in the brain. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone, and it directly supports sexual desire in both men and women. Here's what you can do. Invest in your relationship as intentionally as you invest in your health. Schedule time together with no distractions. Practice daily non-sexual physical affection. Talk openly about desire, without pressure and without shame. The couples who maintain strong sexual connection into their 70s and 80s share one thing in common. They chose to stay connected. Every single day. Now let's bring all 7 reasons together, because in most men, it's not just one of these things. It's a combination. Low testosterone, side effects from medication, poor cardiovascular health, disrupted sleep, emotional weight, metabolic imbalance, and relationship disconnection. When 2 or 3 of these stack on top of each other, the effect multiplies. But here is the most important thing I want you to hear today. Every single one of these 7 reasons is addressable. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are not past the point of change. The men who successfully reignite their sexual health after 60 are not the ones who were lucky with genetics. They are the ones who got informed, had honest conversations, and took intentional action. That is exactly what you are doing right now by watching this video. If this video gave you clarity, gave you hope, or taught you something you didn't know before, please share it. Send it to a friend, a brother, a husband. The men who need this most are often the ones least likely to look for it. And drop a comment right now. Tell me, which of these 7 reasons resonated most with you? I read every single comment, and I personally respond as often as I can. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. New videos on senior men's health every week. This is Dr. Ethan Care. Take care of yourself, because you deserve to.